Curious when you're playing a couple seasons now in Europe. When do you it kind of hits you that, you know what, like I could really carve a career out for myself over here? When did that like kind of hit that little light bulb moment for you?
For me, off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I wasn't gonna do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like during that moment, like you gotta think like, I mean, we was talking a little bit before we start recording, like been working out, doing it like every day for like a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So, and I remember just even as like a little kid, if like my mom was sitting here, like my brother, like they'll tell you, like I've been saying, like, man, I don't want to do like a 9 to 5. Like I don't, and this is like before I even really knew what that was. But like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I just knew, like, 'cause you know, like your parents be like, man, I don't want to do this.
You gotta have a plan B.
Yeah, or like you get older and they be like saying like, I want you, like you better enjoy being a kid, because when you get older, there's 9 to 5s. Like I don't want to do a 9 to 5. Like, and I used to be saying that. So now like been in it for a while, and I want to like kind of, you know, stretch it out. And that was kind of my thought process, especially early on, like, you know what I'm saying? Because real life still hits right when you out of college. Right when I got my degree, it was like, all right, what next? If you're not playing basketball, you got to figure it out and figure it out quick.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Bills still do.
Fast.
We don't want a 9 to 5 here as well.
Yeah, nah, for real.
I'm trying to get out of life too, but what would you say were the biggest, I don't want to say challenges, but adjustments you had to make as far as, you know, you growing up in the States, Portland has a very specific culture in and of itself. And then now you're bouncing country to country.
Man, probably relying on help. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then having to like, now to your point, you was talking about like trust their help. And for me, like it was always really tough to like trust someone who speaks another language than you, but also speaks your language. So you're the odd one out. And a lot of times, like just, you can feel like they're code switching. You know what I'm saying? You're in the room, English. Someone else comes in the room. They both speak English. They'll have a conversation in English. Oh, switch. Start talking in their language. You know what I'm saying? And it can be awkward at times, especially when you first get there. And then over time, you kind of just learn to accept that, like, you're in their environment, bro. Like, you need to catch up to speed or, like, go about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Have you started learning any of the language, any type of words?
I mean, I was in Turkey for a long time, so I picked up on very little. You know what I'm saying? Just over the time I was there.
That's a tough language.
Yeah, that's
super
tough.
language.
Turkish is
separate
tough.
alphabet, everything. That's rough.
Turkish
If we didn't
is
mention
tough.
Kaz has European ties.
Yeah, I'm Romanian. Yeah. So yeah, no, Turkish is fucked. Now I'm curious. Speaking about EuroLeague, that atmosphere of EuroLeague, of Euro Cups, of the arenas, for the American audience, what don't they understand about like atmospheres in those arenas? How crazy they go. I know Luka, before these finals, they interviewed him talking about crazy, the Boston atmosphere, and he's like, well, the crazy game I played with was actually at Panathinaikos in the final, which is, I believe, a club you played for, and how crazy he was talking about how crazy that entire stadium and fan is. So kind of for people listening, like what is, when you walk in that arena, it's just maddening, like fireworks going off, people dancing and everything. Like what is that like?
It's gonna be like Cameron Indoor Stadium versus North Carolina, packed, you know what I'm saying, on the good games. But with that, there's flares going off. There's like, you walk into the arena, it's full of smoke, whether it's cigarettes or the flares. Like, you don't know which one it is.
Thing I've heard of.
And then that panel, like, they be lighting bombs.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's bombs. They lit a bomb. Like, I almost got out of one of the games because I was like, bro, there is no way. I'm thinking something else is going on. Like, they lit a bomb. Like, and I kid you not, like an M80 or something in there. It was crazy. But the crowds, they fight. They about everything.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't remember what you had going on at the time, but, and there's no offense to like European fans or anything like that, but they are so passionate. I swear to God, I've seen some American players where they go through a rough stretch, and I'll do like, you can go on Instagram and like see translation language, like, oh yeah, you American fucker, you've never done shit for my country. Die today, die. Like, bro, it's a basketball game, but
y'all be seeing it on that, like, bro, that they be betters. They be people gambling on the game out there. You know what I'm saying? That'd
What?
be that. You know, that'd be the stage in the stage. You know what I'm saying? We go on Twitter right now. There's going to be someone talking about one of these players. Like, nah, it'd be the same thing over there. But they kind of ruthless. Like, they'll talk about everybody. They'll talk about your mother, your kids. Like, they'll get racist. Like,
Oh yeah,
they'll say whatever.
Yeah,
In the comments.
Jump into the stands one time.
Nah, I done DM some people for sure. I DM some people for sure.
They ever approach you while you out, like out in the city? Okay.
Nah, they would never do that. They, like, even when I like DM some of them, like, they'll just be like, man, can I please just get the money I lost? Like, for real. Like, it'd be funny, like, cause that's how I know they be gambling. Like, it'd be funny, like, same thing over here though.
Yeah, I think the worst heckle I heard, it wasn't in European, but like it was DeMar DeRozan. DeMar missed and like, damn, DeMar's depressed again. I was like, fuck.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's some nasty work.
That's insane.
I was like, there's depressed DeMar again. I said, fuck. Damn, people can have mental health. I said, Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's insane. That's
like,
not even funny, but that's hilarious at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how people are like when you. I will just say this, and I'll keep it because I know Cos has a question. When we I say gamble now, like the parlays, like people really take this serious. Like I'll be mad, but I'm not gonna be like, all right, Andrew, you bitch ass motherfucker. I'll be like, I got better time than that. And it just people are really absorbing that, and it's just so interesting how gambling has advanced. But that's just Bob's side note. That's all. But no, that was horrible.
Some of it be over $5 too, like a $5 parlay.
That's because they had 10.
But yeah, they had a 10. Like they had
$5
an impossible hit, and you was the one who messed it up on the impossible. And now they just go here, Ellen, you have it for $5, but you would have probably hit like 900 or something, maybe 2 bands or something.
Type shit.
Being greedy.
I think they're really passionate about their clubs over there. Like I keep up with European soccer as well. So like there's an example of a player played for Barcelona, switched over to Real Madrid. You don't do that as a player. First game he plays in Barcelona, they throw like a pig's head on the field.
Jesus.
So just stuff like that, like just like almost like religious moments. So I think European crowds get a little crazy like that. I keep telling these guys it's what the NBA needs, just a little more. I go to an NBA game and it's a little boring. It's crickets.
It is, Lucky.
Playoffs are the only time you somewhat get a volume increase.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I've told you this before, I much would rather prefer going to, even though I like basketball more, I'd much rather go to a Timbers game than a Blazers game. Just the fans are more involved in the game as opposed to me pulling up with my shorty and she just here for
It's
Instagram moment.
Like the NBA is a show. You know
100%.
what I'm saying? Like Europe is like they're playing like this is the sport.
It's life and death.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You guys
and
actually
not
practice.
even like not for real. You know what I'm saying?
No,
for real,
100%, yeah.
Like it's more of like you're still kids playing. Like we practice like we're in high school over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
For real. Like
2
we
per hour.
You have what, like
high school.
a game a week, 2 games a week, maybe.
2 to 3 games,
3.
but like I'm talking like man, we're doing like 3-man week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we die on that type of time. So, but it's like it's for like high school, like a little more college. But in NBA, it's just like it's a business, it's a show. It's about making mega bucks, it's about putting the stars where they need to be. How can we get the show on the road? How can we
Just the
keep
best
the money
product.
flowing? You know what I'm saying? Constantly expanding.
For sure. But you're also a contract worker that's gone 8 months out the year.
I mean, it's tough, man. Like building a relationship through the phone. Obviously trying to have her out there as much as I can, as much as her mother is available to bring her as well. Like she helps me out tremendously with just bringing her over there. You know what I'm saying? But for real, just trying to set my mindset on like at this point, like I'm trying to stack as much as I can and get to a point where I'm good enough to take care of her, myself, maybe a few others for a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying, and make it worth it, you know what I'm saying. Short amount of time, that's a lot of experiences, but I think it'll be worth it in the end.
Now, this guy over here is pretty happy. He'll have some news to deliver to us pretty soon. But in the NBA, I don't think it's a resurgence, but you know how the journalists be talking about when it comes to like Kyrie, and they're